Mhm. Hello there, Aries. Thank you so much for stopping by to check out your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of April 8th through the 14th. I have already cleared the cards. What I'm doing right now is just shuffling and getting ready to put them down on the table. We are going to be looking at just major themes for the week in different areas of your life. So this isn't going to be the way I used to do it all the time. It's going to be a little different. I'm hoping that this will actually, since it's broken into themes, that this will be more helpful than what it was before. I know a lot of you like how we did before, but like I said, I think this will be even better. So let's take a peek, Aries. Hello there to everybody that stopped by. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I will be answering one question at the end of this video, so if you guys want to be thinking about your question and popping it in to the chat, I will look through them at the end of the video and go ahead and answer one if there's one there to answer. All right, so Aries, looking at your week from the 8th to the 14th. Main theme that we have coming up in the environment. Looks like Aries. Is this you or somebody else in your environment is what I'm trying to feel around about. I feel like this is you actually in your environment, and I think that you're going to be really dominating or leading anybody else who's in your environment. You're kind of the king of your castle. You're actually coming up as the king of clubs, which would be your sign right there in the environment. So you're the dominant person. You're the leader. You're the one making the major decisions and getting things done. Okay, the next thing that we have coming up for you, Aries, during that week is your subconscious leanings. And it looks to me like travel and long-term plans are on your mind, Aries. And so subconsciously, you're trying to work out how you can get some travel into your schedule and move it forward. Hello, Manuela. Glad to see you here, my dear. First time I've seen you since Easter. I've been looking for you. How are you doing, love? Okay, so next thing we have coming up for you, Aries, during the week, we're going to look at your learning style and also your communication style for the main themes of the week. Learning style, things that you're interested in, that you're researching, that you're learning about. I feel like it's those things that catch your interest, those things that make you feel curious are what you're learning about. I don't feel like you're paying a whole lot of attention to just anything and everything that's coming around that you could learn. You're paying attention to those things that you're really truly interested in. As far as your communication style, I feel like you're trying to make sure that you've covered your bases, that you've not leaving anybody out as you're communicating, that you're touching bases with everybody, that you've got your ducks all in a row. I think communication is going to be a focus and making sure that it's done adequately and with the right people is going to be a focus. And maybe, with Mercury in retrograde, maybe that's why it's a focus. Either way, I think that's going to be really important to you. Next thing we've got coming up talks to me about work. And as most of you know by now, I'm weird about work because I think of work as that way that we make ourselves feel productive in the community or we make money. And I also think of work as those things that we do to improve our own inner character. So we're going to look at outer work or community associated work first, and then we're going to look at the inner work that shows up here. So as far as outer work, it looks to me like there's a lot of confusion at work and you're not exactly sure which way is up right now. It may be that there's a lot of chaos in the company that you work for, or if you've created your own situation, there may be a lot of things just kind of hanging up in the air, a lot of balls that you're just not quite sure where they're going to drop right now. So it looks like there's a lot of questions around your working situation. When we look at inner work, what I am seeing is that we are, or areas you are digging deep within yourself, looking for the answers that you need to find. I feel like there are some of you out there who feel like there are some blockages that you need to figure out and surpass. And so part of figuring them out and surpassing them has to do with looking inside. And I feel like that's really um, your focus as far as inner work is to try to figure out how to look inside and how to get past any blockages that have been holding you back. Manuela, I am going to answer one question at the end of this video, so if you want to type your question into the chat, we can see what happens. I'm going to be choosing pretty much randomly. When I say randomly, I mean I'm going to be choosing at Spirit's nudging, so 2 in a row for you. Yes, we're doing Aries right now, Libra chick. So Aries, during the week from the 8th to the 14th, the part of your personality that's going to be growing or expanding is going to be that part of your personality that not only is at home with and comfortable with your own emotions, but also is very comfortable in expressing your emotions to other people. So I would expect to see you actually sharing how you feel about different things, maybe even how you share about particular people during this week. And I think this is going to be highlighted more than usual in your life during this particular week. Most of these things that I'm looking at are going to be highlighted more than usual. That's why we're looking at the themes. All right, so next thing that we're looking at talks to me about those things that you stand for, Aries. So this is going to be something that is actually influenced by Mars, which means you could stand for it very aggressively or assertively. And it looks like the thing that you're standing for this week is friendship. So there's somebody's friendship who is valuable to you, who you find them to be a joy in your life. And someone else may be saying, how can you be friends with that person? Look at her makeup or look at her jewelry. Who knows what they're saying? Anyway, you're defending your friendship. You're standing up for it and you're saying, you know what? This person is great because da 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 da. And I don't even need to explain it to you. So get out of my face. Okay. The next thing that we have coming up, Aries, is how other people perceive you. Right now, other people perceive you as somebody who is still learning how to make things work, still learning how to put things together, still learning how to make plans and follow through with those plans and make them end up the way that you want them to end up. Okay, so they're seeing you as still learning how to do that in the process. Now, that card, I always take that card with a grain of salt. How other people perceive us is not necessarily how we perceive ourselves. So that's my grain of salt card, just so you know. The next thing that we're looking at talks to me about the lesson or the experience. This is the overall point of what you're going through this week. And so what we have coming up is there is going to be an experience that you have, Aries, that's going to be very off the cuff and unplanned, sort of a spur of the moment type thing. And so when that comes up, that's going to be something that is pivotal or a game changer. Those are the two phrases that I'm hearing or words that I'm hearing about that for your week. So when you do this spur of the moment thing or unplanned thing, that does start to change some things in your environment and in your situations around you. One of the things that happens is that when you do this spur of the moment thing, I really think it's going to have to do with some me time for you, getting away from other people, having some time to sort things out and think things over for yourself. And that actually results in you coming into partnership with somebody. And when I say partnership, this could be, a romantic type of partnership, but this could also be like a business style type of partnership. You may decide, maybe you need that alone time to get away from all the everyday cares of the world and decide, I've got like 5 job offers here. I need to figure out which one of these is the best one. So you get away, you think about it, you come back, and then, you have that, you enact on that partnership with that employer. Okay, so it could be something like that. Like I said, it could be a romantic situation that you need some time to kind of think about it and sort of be like, oh, do I really want to do this? And then you come out of that time and go into that partnership. All right. And then once we get towards the end of the week, what we see happening is that there's something going on where you had planned to work together with somebody else on a particular project. And I think the way this is coming up is that you're not really working together with that person. And I think what's happening is for some reason the other person is not able to be there as planned or to show up or to do the things that you thought that they would do. And so this sort of leaves you holding the bag. Once you get towards the end of the week, you're going to be the one that ends up being more responsible for whatever this was that you were collaborating with somebody else on. Okay. So I hope you find that helpful, Aries. Thank you, whoever gave me that thumbs up. I do appreciate that. There's Tammy Bambi. Hello, hello. Oh, you're shaking, Manuela. I'm human just like you, honey. I put on my bandana just the same as anybody else. Not that anybody else or too many other people are brave enough to wear a bandana, but you know what I mean. I'm just like you. Let's see. Thank you, Libra Chick. That's very sweet of you. All righty. So really, we only have one question here. Let's take a peek at it. Is the surgery that Manuela is talking about, is this a good idea for her? La-di-di-da. And I'm always going to say, I'm not a doctor. Your doctor will have the best ideas about things like this. But just for kicks and giggles, let's see what the cards have to say. Well, it looks to me like you've been resisting this surgery for a while. You've been like, no, 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 no. You've just recently said, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do that. I think your doctor, the way your doctor shows up, he shows up as somebody who is very gung-ho and very excited about what he does, whether it's a he or a she, but I'm kind of assuming a he here. If it's not a he, it's going to be a very assertive female, which is probably good in that type of profession. Looks to me like they are full of confidence. He may be a little bit younger than what you might hope for, but his energy is really, really good. He is full of confidence, and it seems to me like he's going to be able to pull it off really well. He's got a nice steady hand. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I think you're going to come out of this just fine. I think you've got a good person actually doing the surgery for you. I'm just answering one question at the end of these videos, Tammy Bambi. It's not like my other, the Reiki videos where I answer questions for like 5 minutes. Okay, so Manuela, I hope that helps you, my dear. Everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the thumbs up, for the sharing. I do appreciate it. You all have a fantastic night. I'm probably going to do some more live videos, so if you hear the dinger go off, you know that I'm on to Taurus next. All right, see you. Peace out, everybody. Have a sweet night.